someone drinks beer and saves the world is by choosing home brews and craft brews that are more community focused and from small businesses that use practices that promote community and protect the environment.
Beer is basically liquid bread. So we start with grains. We mill those grains up so that the water is easy. It's easier for the water to get into the grain and convert some of those starches from the grains into sugars. Then we mix the grain after it's been milled with water in a vessel that's called the mash tun. We allow that to sit there for about an hour at a very specific temperature. It's that temperature that enables those starches to convert over to the sweet sugars, which we need to later create alcohol. Then that liquid is now referred to as wort. It's no longer water, W-O-R-T. That wort is pumped from the mash tun over to the kettle, and in the kettle we boil it. We boil it for about 90 minutes for every one of our beers. That's where we add in all of our hops, any sugar that we're going to put in, anything that's going to be a special adjunct is going to go in during the boil. We then change that from the kettle after it's boiled through a heat exchanger, which drops the temperature down to about 60 degrees. It goes into one of our fermenters, and then it stays in the fermenter for about 2 weeks. That's where we add the yeast. And the yeast is what actually converts those sweet sugars in that liquid over to alcohol. And that's when you have your finished beer product. We've got 2 farmers. One of them always comes every Sunday morning, and he collects our waste in large drums that are sealed. And he comes and actually empties the containers out into the flatbed of his truck and then drives around his field shoveling it into all the troughs for the animals to feed out of.
They really love it, just like kids with candy.
This represents how we can transform industries to be not just more sustainable, but better for you, better for your community, better beer in this case. It's a better product, but for a better world.
I think it's great. I think it's great. I mean, I think it's a waste if you throw it away. I really do. It's a waste. But most people don't want to fool with it because it's too much work. It's what it boils down to being.